I'm your biggest threat. I'll follow you until I crush you. Paparazzi. Welcome everybody to another episode of Savage Cash. Here with me, Superman, and only Superman today. I hope you've enjoyed the collaborations that I've had with box mining and what you guys have deemed the lovely Lola. We had a great time in San Francisco. It was awesome. I personally really loved spending time with box mining. He's a really awesome guy. A lot different probably to what you are used to. He's actually just as mad as he comes across in my videos in real life, believe me. So I'm back. I got back today and it's business as usual. Back to me being in the corner with all of the stuff happening in cryptocurrency right behind me on my display. So what I'm going to be talking about today, despite having no sleep, is I wanted to just comment on what the hell is happening right now in cryptocurrency. Why is there such a meteoric bloodbath happening right now? So if you're excited to know what my thoughts are on it, if you want to know kind of what you should potentially do, what I'm going to be doing over this period, then smash up the likes. Smash up the likes. In the meantime, I'm just going to make sure that I am actually live and that you can see me and watch me and everything. 1,800 people watching. Excellent. So smash those likes up. I'm going live a little bit later today, but from tomorrow I'm going to be going live kind of normal time, normal kind of 3 o'clock UK time. 3 p.m. UK time. Okay, so this is probably the last late one that I will be doing for a while. So apologies if I look slightly tired. I am very tired. Got very little sleep on the plane. Anyway, so what's happening today? So we have got a market cap of 457 billion. It has tanked dramatically. Okay, just when cryptocurrency looked like it was beginning to kind of, it looked like it was like the fear and the lack of confidence in the market was slightly subsiding. But it has since been victim again to this horrific FUD. So let's cover what's going on at the moment. So there are a number of news articles looking to explain the scenario. This one's not loading up. What a surprise. It always happens. You know, my computer is also kind of waking up from being in San Francisco as well. So we've seen that cryptocurrency prices have gone below. We've seen Bitcoin prices have gone below $9,000, which is very worrying for a lot of people, particularly people who, you know, who bought in quite high back in December, maybe early January. And to see that Bitcoin has gone kind of from, you know, 10 to then about 15,000. It looked like it was recovering, and now it has just been plummeted down with South Korea FUD, China FUD, Indian FUD, Tether FUD, followed then by South Korea bans, and then today we've got another potential ban. Okay, so we've also had some Facebook FUD as well, where essentially that Facebook are stopping new cryptocurrencies, or any cryptocurrencies really, advertising on their platform, doing Facebook ads. Something I saw a lot. I saw WePower and a ton of cryptocurrencies, new ICOs, using Facebook ads as a way of like getting people to notice them. And it has certainly become a very, very competitive environment. Okay, so we are seeing all sorts of different fear-mongering attacks by the paparazzi. Okay, now one of the best and finest examples comes from this article here when it eventually loads up, which is that the India finance minister said something about adding regulation to cryptocurrency. Okay, so site can't be found or for some unknown reason. Live problems. But anyway, he delivered a sternly worded speech about, you know, there may be potential regulation to the space in India because, you know, of cryptocurrencies being used for illegal activity and things like that. And this article, if it eventually ever loads up, has put a completely different spin on it. Okay, it's put a spin on it to say that it is actually... Here we are. Look, Bitcoin, Ripple, and Ethereum suffer price drop after Indian cryptocurrency ban announcement. Okay, so such strong wording, essentially, saying there is going to be a ban. And this is only based on the little stern speech that the finance minister gave. I think it was like in their parliament or something. And he said, you know, there needs to be regulation. Okay, he was saying it shouldn't be accepted as legal tender, you know, as a legal method of payment. And he said that, and it is now being badged as a cryptocurrency ban, an outright ban. Okay, and there are other articles, fearmonger articles too, like this one, saying Bitcoin hits 2018 low. Prices haven't been this bad since January 2015. Worst monthly decline since January 2015. So what we're seeing is paparazzi really bringing down the, I suppose, the legitimacy, the credibility, the confidence in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency as a whole. And what we're seeing is the resultant effects today on CoinMarketCap. So why is it happening? You know, they may be spreading FUD, but why then is the market cap going down? Why is money being taken out of cryptocurrency? Well, two reasons. Number one, it's the whales. Again, if you have a look at Tether today, you will see it's the third largest traded cryptocurrency today. You know, with 3.3 billion traded in Tether. Okay, so people are taking their money out of cryptocurrencies and putting it in their safe haven. Tether, it's not necessarily got that same kind of security as it used to have with the Bitfinex subpoena. Which again, that came out a couple of days ago. That bit of news was just like spread like wildfire. But actually, it's relatively old news. It's like nearly 2-month-old news, that subpoena. But actually, it was used to drive fear into the market. So the whales are getting out. But what we saw at the end of this, well, kind of from November through till January, we saw a wave of new cryptocurrency users coming into the space, buying their Bitcoin, buying into altcoins, sending cryptocurrency soaring right up to record levels, levels where when you looked at your blockfolio, it was just heavenly to see, you know, how much you were making day on day. But with the market being literally as sensitive as it is, you know, and the newer you are, the worse you are affected, because you are the one that's more susceptible to people saying cryptocurrencies are bad, Bitcoin is bad, you're going to lose your money, you've got to cash out. And of course, people listen to that, and as a result of that, they actually sell. So we've got newbies and the whales selling. And it's leaving the people in the middle, essentially, the ones who are probably more minor investors, the ones that aren't the whales, but have been in for some time, keeping everything up, holding up the support, essentially. So that's what's happening at the moment. We are seeing cryptocurrency prices now literally reaching their support levels, because we've got Ripple under $1, Bitcoin, you know, it's gone up. Since it was under $9,000, it's recovered slightly because people are buying it cheap. Some of these whales are getting back into it, buying it cheap. Everything has been a victim. Neo, you know, having had a really good the Neo DevCon, having had a really good showcase of their products, having a really good showcase of the teams, the development going on, some of the great cryptocurrencies coming out. It surged to number 6 the other day on CoinMarketCap. And it was really on the crest of a wave. Even that's gone down double figures. There's literally double figure digit losses everywhere, save for a few exceptions. Most are losing money. Okay, so what do you do? What do you do when times are like this? Well, there's two things you can do. You can either, you know, give in. Right, you can give in. You can let these guys win. All the ones saying bad news, cryptocurrency going down, essentially trying to destroy and crush cryptocurrency. You can give in, cash out. Okay, just do it. You know, why the hell not? If you haven't got the stomach or the courage, I guess, to stick in the game through the hard times, then cash out. You know, cash out and turn your back and never come back to cryptocurrency again. Because it's just going to scare you each and every time that happens. Or what you do is you stay in cryptocurrency. Now, you could do the Tether option. I personally do it occasionally, but not really. My personal, you know, my personal approach in every FUD attack is just to, or any crash or correction, is to just simply hold and be patient. Okay, I said the same thing in September. And in September, in addition to saying that, I was saying buy up cryptocurrencies while they are cheap, because mentally it feels better to buy into them when they are cheap. Okay, now everything's relative. Obviously, Bitcoin's gone down, so it's not like Bitcoin is at the same price as it was when everything was high, and now everything's cheap. It's almost like you're getting things cheap. But, you know, on a mental, from a mental point of view, you feel a lot better buying into something like VeChain when it went up to $10. It feels a lot better to buy into it at $5.29 because you know that there's so much more so much further for it to go. Same as Bitcoin. You know, Bitcoin's at $9,000. It was $20,000 literally a month and a half ago. So, you know, so essentially what happens is that when there's a slump, it does eventually recover. It recovers back to where it was and then goes some, okay? But at the moment, it's just far too easy to give in to the FUD. You know, most people who get into cryptocurrency, when they tell their families who don't know about cryptocurrency or know about it but aren't invested in it, as soon as they tell family members, oh, I've got some Bitcoin, oh, I've got, you know, Cardano or EOS or Ethereum or something like that, their family will say, what the hell are you doing, man? Look and see what's happening in the market. The market is going down. You're going to lose your money. You better cash out or you're going to lose your money. So this FUD, people are getting it from every single orifice right now. It's coming from every avenue. And that is what's causing such a meltdown in cryptocurrencies. It's not just the whales. It's not just the newbies. It's not just the media. It's not just people's friends and family. It's all happening in conjunction. It's a domino effect. And the more the FUD is spread from all these different avenues, the more dominoes get knocked down. But you simply got to look at this as a great opportunity to get back into some cryptocurrencies. I saw Zilliqa present at the Neo DevCon the other day, and I really liked what I heard. Dragon Chain was about $1 more the other day. You can get that cheap. There's so many cryptocurrencies right now that almost go, some of the newer ones are going down almost towards, you know, their ICO prices. You know, one I took you through yesterday, both me and Box Mining took you through, and Lola, is Trinity. And Trinity really slumped after yesterday. Yesterday it had a great drive. It powered up to kind of 35 cents, 36 cents. And since then it's gone down quite a lot. I think it's recovered slightly because it went down, I think, to about 25 cents. So it's gone up a bit slightly. So people have bought it back up. People obviously didn't get into the hype train yesterday and they found another opportunity to get into it. So when some of these cryptocurrencies go right down in value, that's the time to either get more or take a position into it if you weren't thinking of, if you hadn't got an opportunity to do so before. Car Vertical's gone right down. It's lost about 3 times its value of the highest it achieved recently. Let's have a look at Axspire as well. This is another one that has recently come out ICO. I don't think this is far from ICO price either. And look at the volume. I mean, a lot of the newer crypto people are just not touching right now because, you know, there's just too much fear. There's a lot of fear going on at the moment. So that is the state of play at the moment, and that's what you can do. You can either cash out, give in, do what, you know, let these guys who are trying to essentially smash crypto, crush cryptocurrency, let them win, give in, let them achieve the effect they've wanted to achieve, or have courage and stick with cryptocurrency. Because I did this in September. You know, Bitcoin went up to 5,000, then it slumped to under $3,000. It lost 50%, nearly 50% of its value, just like that. And a load of cryptocurrencies, they were just bleeding out. Neo was at $15 or $14. I mean, it was a cataclysmic crash. And yet, you know, after that China FUD happened, you know, it recovered, and I mean, really recovered. I mean, everything went right up. And look where Neo is today. It's a whole $115. Even right now, at a low period, it's at $115 more than it was during the China FUD. So what's going to happen is that these are going to all keep moving up. There's always going to be FUD. There's always going to be talks of regulation. whilst the centralized system hasn't adopted it into mainstream, then there's always going to be a them versus us. Okay, we are the us is the cryptocurrency. You, me, we're the cryptocurrency team. And the them is the media. It's the centralized organizations. It's the people trying to crush Bitcoin. Don't join them. Stay with us, essentially. That is how you prosper. You know, and you're probably thinking, Superman, how do you know? I know because you've got whales at play here. You know, the whales use these opportunities to get cheap Bitcoin. And some of the centralized organizations, you know, like what happened with Jamie Dimon when he said that Bitcoin was a fraud. Who bought up a major percentage of Bitcoin? JP Morgan. So, you know, they even the centralized organizations that take it down buy some while it's cheap. Now, there are stupid comments and stupid predictions at the moment where people are saying, oh, Bitcoin's going to go down to 4,000. Bitcoin's going to go down to 6,000. It's only going to do that if you let the dominoes keep falling. If you, whether you're new or relatively new, or even, you know, been in it for the last 6 months, you guys are the most susceptible because you don't like seeing losses. Who likes seeing losses? If I look at my Blockfolio, it looks in terrible shape compared to how it looked, you know, a month ago. But you just gotta continue with it because these slump periods happen, these bear markets happen, and you know when things were all going great with cryptocurrency, you didn't hear anything from these central organisations. You didn't hear much from you know about regulation and all that. It just kept going up and up and up and up. That wasn't the time. They didn't decide to attack at that time. They're attacking now whilst cryptocurrency's down. You know, it's kicking a person while they're down. You can't kick a person when they're up because they're not going to feel it. Okay, no matter what was said, you know, when cryptocurrencies were just surging up, 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 there was so much confidence, nothing could disrupt that confidence. But at the moment, you know, the people's confidence is really waning. People are just not having they're not having the faith, I suppose. There have been a ton of people in some of the Telegram groups I've been joining, like for instance BitDegree and various other examples, Red Pulse as well, where people are saying, damn, the prices have gone so far down. I bought at the peak. I bought at 70 cents for Red Pulse. I bought at 50 cents for BitDegree. You know, and they're just thinking, you know what, look, they look at this and they just think, kill myself. Kill myself. It's just so hideous right now. And it's so easy to give in when you see things looking like this. But you just got to have the courage. You know, and people say, oh, Superman, can you pump this? Can you pump that? No, this is not the time to pump. We've got to let, it's like having an illness. It's like when you've got a cold or a cough or some virus or something, you have to give it time to recover. Okay, you need to let it subside and then you get better and then you get more active, then you feel more confident. But during this period right now, this is like we're at the height of the illness right now. We are currently feeling the pain, but it's gonna go. It's gonna go, peeps. And I mean, you know, I've been in this position more than 5 times where I've seen crashes happen. And it always comes back bigger and stronger than ever. And Bitcoin always returns, okay? And as soon as everything overturns again, as soon as the dynamic is turned on its head and there's confidence in the market, what you will realize is that all of a sudden people are saying, oh, Bitcoin's going to go to 50,000, Bitcoin's going to hit 100,000 this year, and blah, blah, blah. But you will notice that the media essentially gets they want to talk about cryptocurrency because it's a big hot thing, and they will jump into the sentiment at the time. At the moment, the sentiment is down, it's negative, it's against Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. It's all about regulation and how illegal, you know, cryptocurrency is. But when you start seeing all the cryptocurrencies rise again, you're going to see the positive articles, and that's just how the press feed off of cryptocurrency. And at the moment, their feeding off it is essentially to crush it. So you've just got to let it play out. You've got to let it play out and then take a position back when it's strong again. That's my personal opinion. And what I usually use these opportunities to do is to look for really good cryptocurrencies to invest in whilst they are low, so that I can ride the wave when they return again. Okay? So That's my spiel over. I hope it's given you an element of optimism. I hope it's made you feel more positive. I hope it's made you feel kind of, or understand what is happening and what, you know, what is going on from the centralized system, what mainstream media are saying to essentially put down cryptocurrency and send it back down to levels that people really do lose confidence and just continue to sell and really properly crash the market. Don't let the support levels that these cryptocurrencies have reached, having dropped so much, to go down even further, because, you know, that is what is going to let the mainstream media win, ultimately. So there we are, Marble Arch. Let's have a look and see what you guys are saying, what you guys are feeling, what you guys are thinking is good to buy at the moment, how confident you are. Smash up the likes and smash in the comments. Let's have a look and see. Lola token. Give us the true bargains. Well, there are tons. I just showed you a few. You know, I just showed you Trinity, Car Vertical. Let's have a look and see Ethos. Ethos is, you know, certainly going to be one of the promising ones once they release their wallet, which hopefully they will not do until this FUD has cleared. This is not a time to release anything if you're a cryptocurrency that is looking to make waves with a particular announcement. This is not the time. Okay, like for instance, Trinity. You know, yesterday it pumped due to the DevCon. It pumped due to my video with Box Mining and Lola and David, who was awesome in that video. Looked proper cool in that video. It's just not the time because, you know, all that hard work and all that money that you put in will eventually get crushed by the newbies who can't hack it. So this is not the time for, you know, cryptocurrencies like Ethos to release anything. If anything, this is the perfect time for something like OneChain to come up. Now, I know that they're doing their token swap at the moment, and I think that OneChain is going to be released either next week or the week after on KuCoin or Binance, and it's almost the perfect time. You know, if OneChain was released today, you could almost guarantee it's not going to have that 10x or even, you know, 20x that people are predicting. It's just going to go straight to as soon as it hits the exchange, because there's just a lack of confidence. So this is the time to pick up the stuff that you didn't get. So if you didn't get any Zilliqa, for instance, which is a high-performance blockchain services cryptocurrency I told you about the other day, it's going to be competing with the likes of Ethereum, with Dragon Chain, with Neo and all that lot, and Cardano and EOS, high-performance blockchain, so, you know, and credits. So, you know, there's a lot of these powerhouses emerging, and Zilliqa, although it's got an incredibly high supply, is incredibly cheap as well. And with projects like that, and having gone to the talk the other day of Zilliqa, I think that that's a really good project. Really good project. Neo, I think, I'll talk about Neo another time. Neo they were just magnificent. Okay, they were superb. And I met Dar yesterday, the founder of Neo. I met him the other day, but I got a little picture with him. You can see it on Twitter. and yeah, and I just think that they are going to be major Ethereum killers. They are going to kill off Ethereum, I think. I think what if anything, what I gleaned from this weekend is that a lot of the reason why people develop for Ethereum and develop dApps for Ethereum is because they don't know of other options, okay? And they're told about it or hear about it through the developer community, and they just make dApps with Ethereum. But Box Mining yesterday, he took a class. They were doing workshops, and he took a class on making dApps with Neo, on Neo, with Python, I think, and that was awesome. Okay, so they're really increasing awareness. They're looking to be real powerhouses in 3 years' time. Don't let go. That is going to be a 4-figure coin soon. Not necessarily very soon, but it is going to be a 4-figure coin and subsequently a 5-figure coin. Let's have a look, see what peeps are saying. Don't panic, Bitcoin at 30,000 soon. I have absolutely no doubt about the fact that Bitcoin is going to recover and recover substantially, but at the moment it's difficult to see. It's difficult to see, you know, the wood from the trees or whatever it's called. It's really difficult to see that light at the end of the tunnel because it just seems so dark at the moment. It feels like you're right at the beginning of a very, very long tunnel and you don't know when it's going to end or if it's going to bloody end. And that's what people are feeling and thinking, and that's what's causing, you know, the market cap to plummet essentially to this state right now. It is a terrible time at the moment, but it only gets more and more terrible the more and more people, you know, kind of fall victim to the FUD that's going on in mainstream media. Somebody's just said Substratum is dead cheap. Now, this reached $3. $68! That's ridiculous. That's essentially lost 3/4 of its value. So that is very cheap. Can you? Co-vesting. Is co-vesting in yet? Co-vesting. Yes, co-vesting is there. Nice. $1.55. Congratulations. Considering it's a 20 million supply, I mean, man, that is a low 8-figure coin. And this has already spiked to over $3, well over $3, so it's lost half its value. This is a really bad time for new cryptocurrencies entering the market. It really is. Let's have a look at Clearpole as well. Another one of my favourites. $1.95. This was at one point $10, so it's lost it's lost 8/10 of its value. Ridiculous. Let's have a look. There's a really good comment in here, which is be fearful when people are greedy and be greedy when people are fearful. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, exactly. And I think there was a lot of fear at the time when everything was going up. Everybody was saying that a correction's coming. And it never came. And everybody was still saying, but it's going to come. And it has come, you know. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the good times aren't going to come back again. When you have great times, you do get a correction. When you get a correction, you have great times again. It happens. That's the cycle in cryptocurrency. It's happened before, it's going to happen again, and it's going to keep happening forever, pretty much, because that's the way stock markets work. They are driven by fear and greed. Okay, and so the same will happen with cryptocurrency as well. So there we are, Marble Arch. High performance blockchain. VeChain is a really promising cryptocurrency that at the moment is really dirt cheap. It's not cheap, like cheap as chips like it was when me and Box Mining spoke about it. High performance blockchain has lost half its value from the peak when it reached about $15–16. Congratulations. Yeah, so it's gone right to what, $13. So high performance blockchain is good, but the multipliers are going to be harder with high performance blockchain. See, anything else? Bird Chain. Arc Block. Viewly. Did you participate in Medical Chain? No, because I was on a fucking plane at the time. So no, I didn't get any Medical Chain, unfortunately. Superman misses out too. InvestFee will release a better app. Blah, blah, blah. Cargo X. Yes. A load of people just shouting out their coins, which is boring. Lots of FUD, but also good happenings. Bitcoin listed on new spots as well as Ripple. I'm not a fan of Ripple, so I'm never going to like outwardly promote it. It's a bit like banks, you know, they don't like to promote Bitcoin, even though they make money off it. Ripple is something I don't like to personally promote, but you can make money off it. So, but I just don't like what it stands for. I don't like its kind of comparisons with fiat currency, to be honest. So, there we are. Marble Arch. Car Vertical isn't back down to ICO price, but it is a great buy. It's VeChain for cars, as I've said. What do you think about Presearch? I like Presearch. I like Presearch a lot. Let's have a look and see how Presearch is. That's in the green. Well done, Presearch. Presearch is essentially like Google for crypto, like for decentralized Google, essentially. And this smashed it when it came onto the exchange for the first time. Went nearly to $1, and now it's gone right down to 31 cents. So I think that's it, though, peeps. I think that's it. So, you know, not much more to say. Other than the fact is just stay in the game. Stay in the game. Cryptocurrency is like the best game. What I realised the other day, and this was something that I really, truly loved about my time in San Francisco, is that I met a ton of people that really love cryptocurrency and are united by cryptocurrency. I remember when I said, you know, I made that speech about, you know, how some guys like to talk about women in cryptocurrency and they like to like maybe degrade them and stuff. And I said, we are one family. Okay, we are all in this game. We are the us versus the them. Okay, so we are all in this game. And when I was in San Francisco, I was stood outside the hotel talking with two people. Okay, let's say two random people that come up to me and they say, "Hey, Superman, seen you on YouTube, really love your content, blah, blah, blah. What's your opinions on this? What's your opinions on that?" And I'm talking to them. And then two more people. So the other day, I went to see Udemy, and then two employees from Udemy came along, and then they stopped and they talked to me. And then another two people came, and they spoke to me, and then the two people from Udemy spoke to the original two, and they were united by cryptocurrency. They didn't know each other, but the subject of cryptocurrency unites. It's a family. And it's so easy to make friends because we're all united by this one goal, which is helping cryptocurrency succeed, investing in cryptocurrencies we believe in, and that is the way for it to thrive. I have personally never had a better social life than as a result of cryptocurrency, and being able to meet the likes of Boxmine, meet the likes of Lola, meet the likes of Crypto Daily. There are a few other YouTubers I met as well at the event, and essentially we're all united by our love for this game. So, we've got to keep that alive. We've got to keep the family alive. We are the family. Keep in it, stay in it, don't get put off by people that don't know what the fuck they are talking about. And I do have to be strong in my language because there are a lot of people that think they know what they're talking about. They think that Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is bad. They'll tell you, sell it because it's not real. It is real. Okay, and that's the fact of the matter. It is real. It is the best asset class to profit from. And at the moment, it's just going through a down time. Don't be put off. Honestly, don't be put off because you will regret it when it all recovers again. Any more. I'm in Superman, good to hear. You trust 27 cents. It's lost $1. It's ridiculous. Cargo X obviously reached the exchange whilst I've been away because I didn't even know. Cargo X, 18 cents. 1 million in volume, 1.5 million in volume. This opened out at, this went up to 28 cents. 18 cents. So it's lost quite a lot of value from when it came onto the market. Came onto the market at 19 cents. It's lower than the value it was when it came onto the market. Cargo 0x, well, Cargo X if you're interested in it, or Cargox, whatever. It was great to see you and Box Mining having a blast at DevCon. It was a blast to have at DevCon. It was funny. He's still there, by the way. He's still there on his own, bless him. Even Lola's gone now. Some YouTubers have gone quiet now. Well, at the end of the day, it's a difficult subject to broach. It's a difficult one to play. You can comment on the market, but how do you advise? So, because I'm a veteran, I guess, in this market, because I have lived through these wars, I guess, or lived through these viruses, I guess I am probably best placed to tell you, not necessarily what to do. If you want to put into Tether, if you want to cash out and then re-enter later, that's fine, do it. But all I'm saying to you is that the option is there to keep your money in and just leave it in, or to just add more money and then buy some of these cheap cryptocurrencies because you'll thank me later, as one of the famous sayings go. As Lola said the other day, actually, funnily enough. Price prediction on Cargo X, I don't know because the bill of lading is meant to, all the costs associated with bills of lading, losses of bills of lading and all that, and the delays in getting it lead to losses in the industry, in the shipping and cargo industry, which is a multi-billion-dollar industry. But is it that big a pain? I don't know. There are bigger pains in my opinion. So, will it achieve great things? It's great. It's a great idea for the blockchain. But will it be amazing? Don't know. That's all I've got to say. Int chain. Last one I'll look at tonight because I have got to go. I have got to catch up on my Z's. Look at that, 48 cents. This has nearly gone down to where it was about 3 weeks ago. Right down. Look at that. Unbelievable tanking. So if you were wanting to get in, then there's your chance. Your thoughts on AdBank and its product. How were the staff? I really liked meeting with Kelsey. She was really cool. I can't remember the guy's name. And I can't remember his name, but he was so flipping cool. They were really cool to meet. AdBank, I think, You know, I think that they solve a pain in a unique way, so that's good. Bank X. Don't know Bank X. What's your take on Tether? Well, I would prefer to put my money in something that's a little bit more reliable than Tether, personally. That's just, there's been a lot of bad press about Tether. I wouldn't personally like to recommend to you to use Tether for that reason, because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know if there's going to be a hack. You don't know if, you know, wherever you've bought Tether from will freeze your, you know, Tether and not be able to allow you to cash out. So I would wait for something like, you know, like Bitcar, where you can essentially invest in appreciating assets rather than depreciating assets. There we are, Marble Arch. That's it. That's it, peeps. That is it. So essentially, just suffer through it. It is suffering. But the greatest growth comes from suffering, okay? I have failed a ton of times, and as a result of failing, have done better. I have lived through these market crashes, and as a result, have built more resilience that I can deal with any other, you know, market crash. And there will be more in the future. There will be. And you've just got to kind of be prepared and have the resilience not to cash out when the going gets tough and when it may seem tempting and when everybody around you is screaming at you to cash out. You've got to keep that resilience, because that's how you win in this game. You know, I've given you the example of my parents. You know, in the recession of 2008, they had essentially 2/3 of their stocks wiped out. And they didn't sell. They kept it. They just didn't look at it. And what happened? It went up threefold. It went up 3 times what it was at the highest once the recession cleared and once there was confidence back in the market again. Okay, and the same thing will happen. This is an asset class just like stocks, but much better, much more progressive. The leading technological kind of area at the moment, this is a development on the internet. It's a development on the technology that's out there. It's disrupting the world, and the mainstream are trying to stop that from happening, because, you know, the people that are being disrupted are the large centralized institutes and companies, like, for instance, Power Ledger. They are looking to disrupt the utility industry, the costs associated with buying electricity from these, you know, from these companies that have monopolized the industry. They're trying to take that away. And of course, centralized entities don't want that to happen, so they FUD on cryptocurrency to stop it from happening. Don't let it happen. Because look, Power Ledger has gone from being like $1.60 or something to today 77 cents and lower. And it just doesn't deserve it, personally. But, you know, there we are. You know, unfortunately, some of the, you know, the newer people in the space let us down. But, you know, hopefully they will be resilient once they see the turnaround when it all recovers. There we are. There we are. So I'm going to leave it like that with you, okay? So I hope that this helps you. I hope that you are able to, I suppose, get some inspiration and encouragement from my stance. I hope that it teaches you how to be in times like this, because there are going to always be times like this, all throughout the course of you investing in cryptocurrencies, trading in cryptocurrencies. It's just what's likely to happen. So the best thing you can do is struggle through it, grow as an investor, and flourish in time. So, I hope that helped, peeps. Hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you next time. Back to my normal kind of recording time, I hope. Yeah, that's it. So, keep the faith. Keep the faith. It is lights out, all out.